Welcome to Spiritual Nuggets Podcast, where you have the opportunity to enjoy His presence in miniature portions. These are not oversized, repetitive expressions that lose their value. They are nuggets, larger than a crumb, yet small enough for you to enjoy in a single sitting. So, take a moment to listen and let these nuggets feed your soul. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Spiritual Nuggets Podcasts, where we pause for a moment of reflection, encouragement, and acknowledgement of the love of God. I hope you have had an opportunity to visit our revised trailer for my new book, Rainbow Outside the Clouds. Our revised trailer expresses the teaching of Jesus on how truth and love will always triumph over darkness. Episode 19 podcast questions our standards of love and hate toward others who don't live up to our expectations or values. It reminds us that, like damaged fruit we tend to avoid, we quickly pull out our personal entitlement card to hate another culture, religious faith, or social group. The way a person or other group behaves can be despicable, provoke anger, cause violence or death. Certain behaviors rock the very core of your soul, particularly if they invade the mores you have set. When your heart is occupied by the nature of God, it will never allow emotions or stinking thinking to be captured by another's dreadful behavior. Are you willing to practice the alternative? How to love despite your feelings. One of the most memorable scenes I can recall in this modern age of television and movies involved an object lesson on unconditional love. Yes, something positive can come from TV. The final scene divulges a mother making a final statement to the young man found guilty of killing her only son without reason or mercy. She recounts to the young murderer how she has tried to hate him, but can't. She emotionally declares she has decided on the alternative of praying for him, because he will need prayer to survive in the terrible prison he is being sent. Keeping to its simplest definition, hatred is a strong, intense antagonism and dislike. Far too often, this feeling will prompt injury to another. When we speak of hatred, there is an entire catalog of meanings that linger throughout our world. Some are interchangeable between religion and culture. For example, racial hatred or specific cultures. Jews, African Americans, Hispanics, Arabs. Religious groups, Christian, Catholic, Muslim, Jewish. Social groups, homeless, LGBT community or orientation choice. Uneducated, mentally ill, poor, foreign, disabled, elderly. Sometimes the word hate is used so loosely that I am reminded of a lizard's tongue zipping in and out. I hate my hair. I hate this dress. I hate these shoes. I hate this food. I hate. Fill in the blank. Predictably, if I were to take a survey of why a specific hatred exists toward another, there probably would be responses of stutters, coughs, mumbles, blank stares, or amoeba-like answers. Unconditional love is a powerful and lethal weapon against hatred. This love is the genesis of humanity's existence. It's the kind of love that loves your children or spouse when they get on your last nerve. It's the kind of love that forgives another when they're unlikable, unfaithful, weak, act out in ugly ways, or go against your morals. Unconditional love is based upon being able to get past behavior and see the value and intrinsic worth of another. It does not mean you agree, support, or affirm their behavior, but it does mean you do not have the entitlement to discriminate against cultures, religions, or other social groups. In the biblical story of the prodigal son, the younger one was a major screw-up who blew all his inheritance on partying and wild living. But after living with pigs for a time, he decided to go home. When he arrived, his father did not remind him of his disastrous behavior. Instead, he welcomed him with a great celebration. His father responded to those who criticized him for celebrating his son's homecoming as his son being resurrected from the dead, lost and now found. All of us are damaged goods, but God does not treat us as rotting garbage in a bin. To Him, we are priceless packages. He demonstrates His mercy and compassion every day. He actively provides for our physical, emotional, and spiritual needs. In the scheme of life, we must understand what God values. Is your relationship with your spouse greater than a burnt dinner or a smashed bumper or headlight on your car or some other infraction? These are questions to ask yourself. What is their true worth in comparison to another person, especially someone you say you love? If you choose to love someone only when they meet your standards, then why did you become involved with an imperfect friend, best friend, or spouse? When we face hard times, tribulations, and even death, God is never the adversary, the enemy, or the hater. He is the potter who molds and shapes us through our suffering and hard times. He strengthens and comforts. He never forgets us and never slumbers or sleeps. He never abandons us. He is a friend who will be closer to us than a brother. God loves this world of weak, fallen, ungodly, impatient, and self-promoting individuals. His greatest desire is to bring the entire world closer to Him. Unconditional love binds everything together in perfect unity. Are you willing to join the courageous and love your enemies? Forgive those who wronged or hurt you? Turn the other cheek. Look past color, ethnicity, life, or gender lifestyle. Seek to serve others. The rewards unsurpassed, as you become fishers of men and women. For God so loved the world